Hello guys, it's me LakeshKhatri, and today's my new activity, which name is the debating talk, and our topic name is the fiction versus non-fiction. And I am supporting, and my partner Mr. Munesh supporting that non-fiction is good than the fiction, and Mr. Sajid and Mr. Waqar who is supporting that the fiction are more good than the non-fiction. Then I am explaining that how the non-fiction is good than the non-fiction fiction. Then unit first the non-fiction divided into the current affairs, biography, GK, current course books. Unit in everywhere you see that non-fiction books are working in everywhere. If you studying in the school, then non-fiction books are giving you the benefits, means they are giving you the things. And in the office, in the on some type of the post, in the if you suppose if you go for the buy something, then math will be give you the help for the buy something, for the calculating the things. Then you have this calculation by the non-fiction books.
So yes, I am fully accepting your point, but you are talking about math. I would like to oppose you that in olden era there was no mathematics. I think without mathematics subject, everyone was doing their works very well. So now I am going to start my debate, and I would like to support my topic that fiction are more important. Fiction, the books, the statements, the stories which are written in fiction version, these are good than non-fiction, because they give you strength, they give you some morals, they motivate they motivate a human being by the words, by the lines which are written in books. So if you see in non-fiction, there is only history. The history is written. The same questions are written. For example, if I'm asking from anybody that when did Pakistan got dependence, then everyone will say that on 14 August 1947. Means since for 70 years the same question is arising in each and every book. But in fiction books you will see different things and different stories. So Mr. Munesh.
If you want to motivate, you can means you can motivate by the non-fiction book. If you can take a biography of Malala Yousafzai. I am Malala. She got a Nobel Prize. Means she explained her life. She explained her views. Means they are totally real. By that you can motivate yourself. She can motivate means thousands student by his speech. By means there is also a non-fiction, means biographies is also included in the non-fiction. It means that means you can learn, you can motivate yourself by the non-fiction book.
Do you know that what is mean of fiction? Fiction means untruth ideas, untruth thinkings, means imagination, we can say that. But these imaginations will be powerful. How? Because by the imaginations we can change the world, we can change our lifestyle, we can take the revolutions in the world by the fictions.
1 minute. I would like to oppose you, and you are saying that we can read a book, I am Malala, the book about Malala Yousafzai. So if I am choosing anybody, student of a 6th grade, then I think he cannot read that book. For example, if I am giving topic, if I am giving target to read somebody to read a book Alchemist, then I think everyone can read that book, and that book is very wonderful for you. If you want to learn about a life, then that book is that book will teach you many more things instead of reading the book about Malala Yousafzai.
And I am opposed Mr. Waqar. Mr. Waqar said that in the fiction books they are the imagination, which is a good statement. Then you know in the fiction books they only the opinion means a state that can't be proven true or false, opinion only based on the individual person's feeling and beliefs. But in the non-fiction books, the statement which is based on the proof, based on the real things, real informational things, and the real fact. But no, fiction books are not depend on anything of this.
And nowadays the situation is going on, means a very bad situation is going on. How we control it, by the fiction book or by the non-fiction book? If we means it's obviously by the non-fiction book we can control this situation. Means if we want to control this situation, then we may have to make a vaccine of the means this virus. How we made the vaccine? By the non-fiction, means by the reality we can maintain this situation. This is a point that means a fiction. non-fiction is.
I oppose your point that you are saying that there is a not non-importance to the fiction books. I am telling you that fiction books has a great importance because this time in this world there is revelations by the fiction books, not by the non-fiction books. Because when you read any novel, any story book, then you realize that actual purpose of life, not actual purpose of life.
So I want to say that you are supporting the books non-fiction. Do you know that I think you are studying those same books, a book of Urdu, a book of Islamiyat, a book of PS since 10 years in your school and colleges. Have you ever even thought that the history which is written in our books, the history which is written in our Urdu book and Pakistan study book, is it true or false? Means I am not saying that it's wholly false, but I think it's writers have murdered these histories of Pakistan. Writer has never write some good things, some things which really happened in the books, but they have written some fake things. So I think instead of reading these fake books, you must read fully fake books which teach you something. You must read this book, Great Expectation, which is written by Charles Dickens. This book this is a book by Great Expectation by Charles Dickens. This book teach you a lot of things. Then instead of reading PS book, you must read this book. You will learn many more things for your life.
The things which is written in the Great Expectation, these all things are right. Like I am taking the example of this book, physics. Means this book is totally proved by the means a scientist. Is this book totally proved? We can develop the world by the non-fiction book. If we get the example of mechanics, means there is a richest person, Elon Musk, he get developed by the non-fiction book, means by the mechanics, and mechanics is also included in the non-fiction book, and the world get development by the non-fiction book, not by the fiction book.
And Mr. Waqar is talking about that the fiction books are giving you the new imagination. You know, the fiction books are only giving you the entertain of your imagination, but non-fiction books are giving you the proof of your imagination and giving you the fact of your imagination. But in the fiction books, only thinking, no any proof.
I would like to reply you, and you are saying that in fiction book there is only enjoyment. I have a question that if I am giving you target to read a book of physics for 6 to 8 hours, will you read? I think you cannot read that book for 6 to 8 hours. So I am here. I am going to calling a little brother Zohaib Rahimu, and I will 1 minute. I will ask him that what book you like. So Zohaib, here is a book Aptitude, which is in this book there is whole history of the world there is written, and here is a book Matilda, written by Roald Dahl, and a very wonderful and joyful and very entertainment stories are written here. Which book will you choose to read? So here are 2 books.
So I choose this book because this is very easy and this is very interesting book, and this is very interesting book and this is very easy book, and these books of history books, these are very difficult for it.
So you can go. So means he said that this is the book. This is very hard to read. So means everyone love to read entertainment stories, and they can make a good life. So Mr. Waqar want to say something.
Firstly, I want to say that you are saying that our fiction books are not good. Then non-fiction. I telling you that why this time our student does not like to read non-fiction book, because when they study and they got sleep, they not get any good advantage, and they not get good advantage.
I am not saying that the fiction book is not good, but the non-fiction book have a means there have a reality, but in the fiction book means there is only imagination. It's not bad to read the fiction book, but the non-fiction, it's important to read the non-fiction book. If you want to development, if you go in any university, there is a majority department which based on the non-fiction book, which is not based on the fiction book. Means if you want to development.
I am saying you that in my life I am seeing many people who relate to only just fiction books or non-fiction books. they are not able to talk in front of people because they always keep himself away from these fiction books. That's why they are not able to talk in front of people.
So here I want to say that the fiction book, non-fiction books, which are full of, you are saying that history and knowledge. I think you read, you study these books for a short time, for completing your formality. After giving examination, after giving your papers, you forget all the questions. So at last, I would like to. So thank you.
Every type of problem you will solve by the non-fiction books. In the whole the world, the focusing on the non-fiction books, not on the fiction books. Then how you say that the fiction books are more important
So
than
thank you
this?
so much. Please clap for them. Wonderful.